matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nice footwork at the 25. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
For a
3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 22 is coming, 22's coming, Mike. Hey, get
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike 22 is coming, 22's coming, Mike.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
All day, every day, any day. 45 tonight. 45.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Open man is Myers. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
His throw incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Aguilar has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
37-yard line.
Bang, 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 bang. Like 22, he's coming.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
This complete left side to Aguilar. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On the ground, this is Michel, and he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
22's coming, 22's coming. Mike, let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
They go play action here on 1st down. And right side, Henry's got it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
38-yard line.
I'm coming after you. 36, 36.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's another Patriot.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Goal at the 9-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Buccaneers 7, Patriots nothing.
45. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
At the 5-yard line.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And it's first throw now for the backup Brady. Looking downfield for Gallagher. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 yard.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots 3.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Circle round twice for the uncle. If you know, you know.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Michel on the counter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. We didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
26-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, 26 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 77 yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half, and the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks, but here he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Fournette. Got some room at the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Brady, no gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling lead to no yards gained.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Patriots.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they had plenty of leg.
And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Devin White.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run with Michelle. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Kill, kill, kill. Double up, double up.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At the 22-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Here we go with Michelle. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And it's Michel once again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt, and really a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
On the carry.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check.
for it. It's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's got this down to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. On the ground, Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Sony Michel.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
1st and 10.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 26-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
3rd down.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They keep it on the ground. White again.
James White, the ball.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say, let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This one out for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
One final try now for Brady. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for New England, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams trying to stake their claim. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020, a 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Taco Charlton drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This is brought in at the 21. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Chiefs.
Keep playing hard.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Is good.
The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. Let's see if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
At their
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And a first down.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 16. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Complete to
Mecole Hardman, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot.
Into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
By the Chiefs.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
42-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon.
his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 14. Harrison Butker.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Fournette, a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And inches at the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 3-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Jason Sanders.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take it.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Kansas City.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This is Fournette. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 8.
Check like 33. Check like 33. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Let's go.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the fourth most in a single season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jerome Baker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Armani Watts, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
At the Dolphins,
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And it's 3rd down.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Dolphins take over.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw is Tua. He finds his target, Fuller. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw is Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Will Fuller.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Fuller brings it in over the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Hill now to throw. Out to his left. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua, eluding the pressure right. And over the middle, this is Parker.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win for